Hi friends, Mickey Mankus here and welcome to Out the Back Door. Today I want to show you how to vacuum seal dried foods using an air chamber instead of the typical jar sealers that we use. So join me. If you didn't see my video already on storing dried foods for long-term storage using a vacuum sealer, I'll leave a link to that above so that you can check that out if you like. But I had used the jar sealers at that time on my mason jars, and I showed you how to do that. A lot of people are asking, it's like, that's fine if you're using regular mason jar lids. But what about those jars that you get from the grocery store when you're buying spaghetti sauce or something that have the lug style lids on them? See, I repurpose and I save all my jars like this because I do put them to use. But people are like, okay, now how am I going to get these to actually seal as if I was using, you know, a vacuum sealer and sealing up my mason jars? Well, I'm going to show you how I do that. Now I've seen online, there's been different videos on how to make your own out of PVC and everything, and then there's a brass fitting down below that you would put your hose into and you can vacuum seal it that way. Whether you use your FoodSaver or whatever type of a vacuum sealer that you have, or if you're using a brake bleeder. But I want to show you a different way. FoodSaver actually has vacuum seal containers. I did see these on Amazon. They have sets of 3. I haven't found the individual ones, but I purchased these myself at our local hardware store. And what the purpose of these are is you put your food in there. Say if you do want to have dried food in there and keep it on the counter and you want to keep it fresh for a long period of time, you're going to vacuum seal these. Or say I want to put soup or leftovers in here and I can vacuum seal this and put it in the refrigerator and it's going to last longer. This is going to work the same way as a vacuum canister, the ones that a few different people are making and selling out on the internet. You want to get the excess air and oxygen out of your jars so that they'll last longer, they'll preserve a lot better. So I have ground nutmeg in my used jar right now. When you are going to vacuum seal the reusable ones, you don't want to crank on the lid super tight. You want to put it on snug enough where you can hold it, but you don't want to crank down on it super tight. And I'm going to put my attachment hose that I have to my FoodSaver in here. Another thing I like about this versus just using the jar sealer is one thing you've got to watch when you're doing powders, that you're not sucking up the powder into the hose when you're vacuum sealing it. We're going to hit vacuum. All right. Now, if this is sealed properly, I'm able to lift by the lid and it's not going to fall down. It's not going to come off. So, in order to release the vacuum in there, we're going to push on the little gray button. Did you hear it? Now I can remove that. Now I'm going to take my jar out. It's sealed. Oh, got it open, but did you hear the pop? It was definitely sealed. Let's see how it works on, here's another jar lid that I got. I believe this may have come off of a jar of kimchi that I had purchased. And it does have like a rubber gasket painted on the inside of it, but it's kind of on the same system as a lug, but it doesn't have the button in the top. And this is an old canning jar that I have. Let's see how this works. Now I'm going to put it on, but I'm not going to put it on super tight. I haven't tried this type of a lid yet to see if it works. All right. Okay. Oh, I can definitely see that the top has pulled down in the center here. This one's sealed also. So that's good to know that this actually works sealing other types of lids that you would get on jars if you're going to buy at the store. Okay, now I want to show you, if you don't have the jar sealer tops, this happens to be a jar of raisins I had just opened up a while ago. They're from 2016 and it's almost 2021 right now, so, but okay, it's all sealed up, but we do want to put our ring on when we're going to use this. We're going to screw it on lightly though. We're not going to crank down on it, not even fingertip tight like if we're canning. Set that in there. And hit vacuum. Okay, our jar is sealed again. When I am storing vacuum canned foods and whatever it may be, I do put my bands on and I kind of crank them down hard. Just in case the seal does let loose down the line, at least I've got the band protecting it. One more jar I want to show you. Okay, here's some of the Chex Mix that I had just made. I'll leave a link above that in case you like snacks. And I want to show you that it also works with reusable lids. I'm using my Tattlers, and if I seal this up, maybe my husband won't be eating it as quickly. And like I said, we're going to put the band on, but not really tight. And I am able to get quart jars in this and smaller, but the half-gallon jars won't fit in. I never did see a canister that was large enough. So if you want to do half-gallon jars, well then I guess you do have to build a vacuum canister. All right, we'll vacuum that. Okay. There we go, all sealed up. So like I was mentioning earlier, if you want to dry can, if you want to vacuum pack, say like flour, baking soda, anything that's fine, arrowroot powder, and you don't want it getting sucked up into your hose, a vacuum container really is the way to go when you're going to vacuum seal or vacuum can those types of products in here. So I just wanted to share that with you. Using a vacuum canister besides using the jar sealers that you can purchase from FoodSaver. I don't know if any other companies make these right now or not, or if they have the patent on it, but anyway. So that's kind of a double option that you can do with your vacuum sealing machine, or if you're going to use a brake bleeder. So I hope this was informative and you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. So until next time, you have a wonderful day. God bless.